I'll jump right in. So I'm Trevor Carver. I have been at Method Communications for about 6 years. I started there as an intern right after I graduated from BYU's PR program. So go Cougs. I am a master's student. I have 2 kids, and I'm dabbling a little bit of woodworking. So that's kind of me. But I know you guys haven't joined this to hear about me, so I'll just jump into Method. Our agency is one of the largest agencies in Utah, specifically focused on PR. So we do a little bit of everything. So we do social media, we do design, digital marketing, we do some video production, all of that, but focus on media relations and strategic messaging for clients. And we've got offices. We're founded here in Salt Lake, but then we have San Francisco, New York, and we're part of a global network of agencies. So we collaborate with London offices on some of our international clients like Facebook and others. So one of the things that I really love about Method is our client base. So besides Facebook, everybody knows Facebook, but raise your hand if you've heard of any of these other brands that are on here. I mean, yeah, I like this because I'm familiar with these brands. I really enjoy working with some of these big companies, but we're tech focused. So any of the companies we work with, they have a tech link. But the cool thing about that is everyone's tech now, you know? So I have worked with HR oriented companies. I've worked in government, public relations, analytics. I've worked with cybersecurity. So just like I've dabbled in so many different things, and working with chief communications officers at these huge brands. So super smart people. I get to work with them every single day and have weekly calls with them. And it results in some great work. So a couple of the things that we've done that you might be familiar with is like Qualtrics, when I was on their team, they were considering sponsoring the Jazz's jersey, the NBA team. And so we came up with this idea of not just putting our logo on there, but doing the nonprofit Five for the Fight. And this is something no one had done. And so we developed the whole campaign around this, and we were able to get 3 times as much interest and coverage around this announcement than any other patch that had been announced previously. And it was because we're doing something different and driving real change with this initiative. So that was a big one for me. I really enjoyed that campaign. And also Bamboo HR is a software company here in Utah, and they have this perk called paid vacation. They give their employees like $2,000 and they can only spend it on a trip. So we're like, that's really cool. People need to know about that. So we pitched the Today Show, and they flew out to Utah and interviewed the executives and the employees, and it was this great spot on the morning show. And it drove tons of applicants to Bamboo HR. So these creative campaigns really have an important impact for the company, which is great. And you'll see that we've been recognized quite a bit for our work because of the campaigns like this. Some of these top publications for PR recognize us as the best agency for tech. Forbes recognized us as one of the top agencies in America. But the thing that stands out to me the most, and I'm most proud of, and is probably most relevant to you, is PR Week, the magazine, has nominated a Method employee as an outstanding young professional of the year for the last 5 years, I believe. And only 5 people get nominated every year. And Method has had one every single year in recent history. So we have this really strong investment in young talent at Method. And that's been my experience. As I said, I started as an intern and have stayed because I've continued to grow. So if talking specifically about our program, our internship program is called the Graduate Associate Program because we bring on recent graduates. So right after you graduate, you can apply and we start you on a training program that goes through specifics of skills that you need to know to be successful in the industry. And we couple you with a mentor that you can go and ask questions to, like, what is this random jargon people are saying, or, you know, anything you have about setting goals for your career and helping you move forward. And we integrate you directly into teams. So you're not just getting random assignments from people saying, hey, can you do this? Go get me coffee, whatever. But you're assigned to a specific team, and you have a critical role in helping drive strategy for that team. So it really requires kind of a growth mindset and proactivity, because we really rely on our graduate associates to deliver. And then it's kind of underpinned by the support from senior leadership at Method. And the specifics that you'll learn, and these are a few, but media relations, you get a deep knowledge of journalists and publication styles, and then strategic media targeting for campaigns, effective research and identification of trends. Like, everything we do is based on research, kind of like y'all know from the Matrix, and it really is, research is core. Then team management is organizing a team, driving them towards action, how to prepare for meetings with clients, effective team communication. Then speaking and awards, this part is a lot about preparing executive messaging and storytelling, identifying key audiences, writing compelling speaking and award submissions. And then, like I talked about earlier, like, networking and career development is huge. One of our vice presidents was just named by 2 different places as one of the top 25 PR professionals in America. And then another, like, mid-level employee was just named to the PR Hall of Fame. And then, you know, like I said, that we have a number of outstanding young PR professionals. So, like, you'll get to rub shoulders with awesome people. And I think the drawbacks to agency, which is important to consider because this probably isn't a fit for everybody, is it's fast paced, right? We have lots of clients and they expect a lot from us because they're paying us a lot. So they're very deadline oriented. And if you prefer like a slower pace, or if you don't feel like you're very organized with your time or have good time management skills, an agency might not be a place where you thrive. But if that's something that you want to develop, I mean, you will definitely do that here. But I think the pros are huge in that you build a massive network, get amazing skills, and a broad set of experience. And I feel confident after being at an agency that I could go to a lot of different industries and feel confident doing PR there. So I don't know how much more time we have, but just quickly, I wanted to touch on the office life. We have a big focus on like diversity and inclusion, and we have established some big events like Utah Wonder Woman is this really big female business networking event that we sponsor. We're big on social justice, and our founders are really, it's really important to them to make sure everyone feels comfortable being who they are. We have an openly gay CEO who is very inclusive of all ideas, all religions, everything is important to him. And then our culture in general it's really collaborative, because I've been at an agency when I interned earlier before graduation, and it was like I couldn't talk to the executives, and people were kind of competing against each other inside the agency. I've never felt that at Method. And I've got a ton going on with my family and school and everything, and work-life balance is a big focus for Method. So we have, during the summers, we have this thing called Summer Fridays, where we get off early so that we can like have time to go and like take trips with our families to Zion's or wherever it is that we're going. But I've really appreciated that, because like I said, it can be time intensive, but our agency has a big focus on keeping people sane. So that's really Method in a nutshell. I'd love for you guys to join me at the Q&A. I'm sticking around after if you have questions. more questions about the culture, what you can expect at an agency versus like going in-house at a specific company. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful. And I don't know, Lane, how much more time we have, but if anyone wants to go off mute and ask me questions now, I'm happy to answer.
So I guess just like, how did you find out about this company and this opportunity after, like, at the end of graduation or however?
Yeah, I had a former BYU like friend that had gone to Method, and they really loved it and referred me, and so that's how I found out about it. I had a number of different offers to other agencies in New York and Dallas and places like that, and decided to stick with Method for a bunch of reasons. But the size that Method is, we're kind of a mid-level agency, and so I felt like I would get the like top level leadership's attention like way more here than I would at like an Edelman or Fleshman Hillard or somewhere like that, which has turned out to be true. To be honest, I feel like even the founders I'm able to just go and talk to. So it's been a really good experience for me.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.